and 2 cream. This cream was a mandatory product to have. What my skin was looking like at the time of my consultation, and this is what it looks like now. Like, I mean, it was just a process I really needed. Okay, why? Like, you should have just managed your skin and used the product. Like, why do you do this to yourself?
You're special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nikki, but you can call me Diana, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to another video. So as I've said in my previous vlog, I said I was going to do a post-chemical peel skincare routine type of video, and I also want to show the process as I have shown it on my social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram basically. So I'm just going to insert those videos here and then take you guys through my what my skincare routine has been like since I finished the peel. Basically just other questions and concerns about chemical peels and a more honest, in-depth review of my experience. Right now we're going to cut to my chemical peel process. What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to quickly share my skincare journey with you guys. Actually, to be honest, it's more like my journey to clear skin, but not that there's any difference. Anyway, let's run it back to the very beginning, okay? So I was always one of those people that had clear skin. Like, I didn't do much, I didn't need to do much, just black soap, water and little lotion, and I'm good to go. And my mom made all my skin products, so I always had easy access. And once I was separated from my source, I started suffering for it, and I didn't even realize. I guess my body started having changes, and then I started having like breakouts, acne. You can kind of see transition to how it changed over the years, and I wasn't really paying so much attention until it actually got bad. A couple of months back, I just started looking at myself and I'm like, wow, I was wondering how I went from this to that. So I got all these products on the screen and I started using them, and to be honest, I started seeing like proper results. I was happy with the results. And then the beginning of summer, my hormones just decided, like, you know what, let's rage. And it was like, boom, purge season is upon us. And I knew that if I continue with these products, that have taken me like long months to actually properly clear my skin. So Bestie came up to me, I was like, yo, let's seek professional help. So we went to this professional that a friend recommended, and we went for like consultations. And yeah, basically this was the beginning of my journey to doing peels. I'll be speaking about my journey about peels and the process and how it basically went. So stay tuned for part 2 and the results. What's up, y'all? So this is part 2 of my journey to clear skin. This will be focused on my chemical peel process. Like I said in the previous video, we went in for consultation where we basically spoke about allergies, medical conditions, etc. And then we determined the best treatment for my skin. So my skin was looking very dull and crazy, so it was determined I was going to do 2 peels. The first peel was a chemical acne peel, and then the second one's for like overall smoothness and like melasma, hyperpigmentation, those kinds of things. Yeah, we have started the process here. It started with a basic facial before she puts in the peel, which was very soothing. I swear, like, I loved this facial process. I really felt like my face was being purged. And then we moved on to extraction. Extraction was extremely painful. Like, I've extracted in the past before, but this one was, god damn, then I was going in on my skin, like just packing my cheeks like 20 naira puff puff. Like look, I know it's big, but why? It was so painful. Like, look at my face here, I was in pain. And then the aftermath was crazy. So much came out from my face, and then she had already applied the peel here, and I had to wash it off like hours later. So this is basically a rundown of where my face looked in the next couple of weeks. It was crazy. My face was red, it was flaking. That entire period my complexion was basically red because my skin was going through a lot. So 2 weeks after, I went in for the next peel, and she did some extractions as well before she applied the peel. It was painful. This peel burned, guys. Like, I felt it deep in my chest. I wanted to cry. It was so painful. So this is the aftermath, and my face basically finished peeling over like a week. It wasn't so bad except the skin in the sink. Ew, that part was disgusting. And then this is me in real time serving. Okay, when people tell you that money is a skincare routine, it's not a lie. All those drink water, mind your business that people are telling you, allow shape peel. Moving on to the post-chemical peel skincare routine, I'm going to be using my cleanser. I use the CeraVe Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. This has 4% benzoyl peroxide, so it's really good for acne. They even wrote it the acne treatment. And I noticed since I started using it, even before I did the chemical peel, the rate at which my face produced acne reduced drastically. So it definitely helps control my acne, and I'm sticking to it for now. Just take a good amount, put a bit of water, and after cleanser is serum. The serum I've been using post peel is the mandelic acid serum. I got it from the company I did the peel. The mandelic acid exfoliates dead skin and gives your skin an overall better appearance, unclogs pores, things like that. Use like very little because it stings sometimes. So before I did the peel, I actually used to use this mandelic acid twice a day. So there's the process of skin prepping. I think I'll talk about all that later. Let's just focus on the morning routine right now. I'm going to give this a few. I totally forgot about my toner, but it's no problem. I usually use my Good Molecule toner before I use the mandelic acid, but I totally skipped today. I don't know why. I guess I was in a hurry. So now I'm going to go in with my eye cream. I use the Inkey's List Brighten eye cream. I really love this eye cream because it has this metal applicator thing on the head that makes it really soothing when you put it on your eye, and obviously helps with puffiness in a way, especially if it's stored in like a cool environment. So I really love that about this eye cream, and it actually has really helped with my panda eyes because prior to when I start Next step is moisturizer. I use the Boots Vitamin C moisturizer. The one I usually use is Dr. Rochelle, but like I couldn't find it anywhere online, and I couldn't go to the shop, so I settled for this one, and it hasn't been bad, honestly. It smells really good. I feel like when I'm done with this, I'm going back to my Dr. Rochelle one because I really like the consistency of that one, and I don't know, it gives me such a nice glow that I like compared to this one. I don't know, I'm spotting some redness in these areas. I think the mandelic acid is causing some reactions, which is weird. Maybe my skin is just over it. This will be probably the last time I use it for a while. Next step is sunscreen. I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Lotion. I really like this one because it doesn't leave a white cast. It gives such a nice glow. Very lightweight. It doesn't bother me until it gets into my eye. Maybe when I'm sweating, yes, then it becomes a problem. But other than that, I really love it. This is like one of the most important steps in skincare. On some days when I don't even have time to like do the full 5-step skincare routine, I just make sure I put on moisturizer and sunscreen. A lot of the damage that I had on my skin that ultimately led me to do a peel, I'm sure came from the effects of the sun, because I barely used to use sunscreen. I used to, but like, I don't know, I didn't find the one I used to use, and then I just stopped because I was scared to buy one that would like leave white cast or feel uncomfortable. But then I learned the hard way that you can't go through life without sunscreen. So if you don't have sunscreen in your routine, this is not even just post-pill. This is just like a lifestyle. Sunscreen should be your everyday routine. I don't know what is going on with me today, but before I put sunscreen, I was supposed to use this. It's an acne treatment gel. It has 10% benzoyl peroxide, and I use it for my acne, and it really does dry up acne like this. Not like this, but like in like 2 days, my acne disappears, doesn't leave scar or spots. So I swear by it, but like sometimes it can feel really stressful. I have one breakout here, this area, and like just this bit on my forehead. So, and this one right here. So I'd apply in those areas and everything will be fine. So I'm just going to apply this on top. I mean, I don't know what's the worst that could happen. Doing it in reverse. I used to apply this all over my face, but it made my face really dry and quite painful and red all the time. So my esthetician said just to apply to the spots, the affected areas. So that's what I've been doing ever since, and honestly, it hasn't been that bad. We're done with morning skincare routine. My lips have been looking crusty since I started this video and it's been aching me. Hi everyone, so I'm back for the nighttime skin routine. Excuse me if I look a mess. I've had an extremely long day, so I want to film my night routine, post-peel, my post-peel night routine now. So the first step is double cleansing, and I do that with micellar water. I also read that to reverse your aging, it's good to double cleanse every time you do your nighttime skin routine. Oh my god. I definitely need to take out this hair. Like, you don't try. Look at this. Can you guys see this? Ew, right? So double cleanser just makes sure like all the gunk is out of your skin before you know, put in all your products for the night. So I'm going to take some of this and wash my face, and I'll be right back. So I just washed my face, and you guys won't believe my nails just came clean off in the bathroom, and I'm so irritated because it's just been a week since I did it. And that's why you don't go to places you're not used to, because they just be doing anything. I'm actually going to go back there tomorrow because they need to explain to me why my nail is coming off after a week. Like, my skin feels so, oh, I can't even describe it. So I'm going to start with toner. If you have watched my last 2 vlogs, I've used it. It's the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. A tongue twister, that one. So I just take a bit in my palm and just slap it on. So I like to let my products sit in my skin for about 5 to 10 minutes between each product or layer that I'm using, so that the acids in every product has its own time to shine and actually absorbs into the skin, rather than just neutralizing them by putting them on top of each other. So yeah, I don't know if that really does anything, but from my research I think it does, and I'm just going to stick to it. Next step is serum. I use the Dr. Rochelle Vitamin C Brightening and Anti-Aging Face Serum. So this post-peel skincare routine is not so different from my regular one. Not so different. It's just that with my regular one, there are some different products which I use. Next step is eye cream. I use the Inky's List Brighten Eye Cream. I think I've mentioned that in the morning routine part. I just love the feel of this applicator so much. Like, this is definitely a step that isn't peculiar to my peel. I do this anyway because I have really dark eye circles. So this next step is basically a holy grail for this entire skin peeling, chemical peel process, whatever. The Cosmelan 2 cream. This cream was a mandatory product to have during this process. It just gives an overall finish to the look. It really just helps the chemical in fading out the spots and problem areas. So any part the peel couldn't completely take care of, this finishes the job. That's basically its function, so they work hand in hand. So this is definitely something that you have to have when you do a peel, I believe. So I started using it a week before my second peel. So already kind of started doing the work before the peel. And then I started using it again after my skin finished peeling, but I reduced it to once a day. So I still use it once a day, but I'm going to stop pretty soon. I'm just using it because I still want to, I still have some problem areas. My sunburn has cleared almost completely, but I still want like a clearer finish, if you know what I mean. I still have some spots in these areas and on my forehead. Those are the areas I really just use it. Let's get to applying. With this product, little goes a long way, and it's quite expensive, so I like to use it sparingly. Before I did the peel, my forehead kind of had the most spots, I think. And so they're still like, they've mostly faded. I can still see them there faintly. So that's why I'm still using this kind of on my forehead and in these other areas. I'm just going to let this sit for like 5-10 minutes again before I put on my moisturizer. And if you're not familiar with that product, just go and do your research about it. It's basically like the ultimate boss of fade creams. Like, it fades anything. And from what my esthetician said, it's just like the ultimate fade cream. So do your research on the product. I believe it's worth the money because it actually did what it was meant to do, and it's still kind of doing it. So, and apparently it also kind of works like a pill, and that's one thing that I also really don't like about it, and that's why sometimes I just stop using it, and sometimes I'll pick it up again, because I feel like when I use it, my skin is more sensitive. I tend to not use it all the time just to balance things out, because I don't want to get addicted to something that is making my skin extra sensitive. I just needed to treat what I need to treat, and then I'm just going to move on to my regular routine, and if I ever need it another time, I'll go back, you know, just like that. The last step is obviously moisturizer. I use the Boots Vitamin C one. Et voila. Actually, this is my last step. So now that we're done with the routine, let's move on to updates, to the process, like talking more about it, because literally the only updates I had were like short clips from social media. So I just want to go in depth in explaining like the process and yeah, just questions that have been asked and things like that. What I'm going to say is, some people feel like this thing is very unnecessary. You can just use your skincare products, you can just this, you can just do that. But that's you. On the other hand, I'm finna turn up. It's not me if there's no TikTok reference. So yeah, I think that has been established in the past. But anyway, jokes aside, this was just a process I really needed. I really needed it. This was what my skin was looking like at the time of my consultation, and this is what it looks like now. Like, I mean, it was just a process I really, really needed. I've always been one of those people who had like clear skin, like I never really had to worry about it. And then I think in 2018, I started to work out and I noticed like I was having some things, but I was like, I don't know what's happening. But I think that period, my hormones, I started working out actually because I started to gain weight. That was the period I actually started getting weight, and I feel like my hormones, something in my body just did a 360 and started acting up. And it didn't look so bad, so I wasn't worried. Like, my skin still looked generally nice. So I think it just got progressively worse over the years. I didn't really take note until it actually got bad. That I didn't recognize what I was looking at in the mirror. Like, who is this? What is going on? I am tired of this. I need to I need to look like myself. So I started using products, and they were actually doing their thing, but I still felt like I needed something more in depth, and then I could use products to sustain that. So that's why I went for the peel. So I did 2 peels, and the first peel was an acne peel. It was 10% salicylic acid, I believe. The entire process is just long, so let me break it down. So my first peel, I basically had to prep a week before I did the peel. So I was prepping with the mandelic acid and like my usual skincare routine. So I had to dump some things prior to the peel, like my Paula's Choice BHA exfoliant. I had to dump like certain things before the peel, and then I started prepping, and then I went in for the peel. And then after the peel, I kind of had to add like some things to my routine, like the benzoyl peroxide gel, those kinds of things that I needed to just kind of assist the work of the peel. That entire process of my acne peel took like 2 weeks. My skin just flaked. It wasn't like a serious peel, but my skin flaked a lot. Like, every time I washed my face, there was skin in the sink. Ew. Kind of a week before my second peel, I started using the Cosmelan 2 cream to just kind of start fading the spots, because after I did the acne peel, like, some things became more obvious. So I had to like start countering them before I did the peel for an overall, you know, evened out look. So 2 weeks after the acne peel, I went in for the actual peel. I've forgotten the name, but it's like, it works for like hyperpigmentation, melasma, dark fading out spots, things like that, just like the overall glow and treatment of your skin basically. So I went in for that peel, and that one hurt so bad because my skin was already sensitive from the other peel, so it was really, it hurt me a lot. We had to neutralize it as fast as possible so I wouldn't burn. But yeah, my skin peeled and it wasn't so bad, and the outcome was pretty great, like, obviously. But the thing I'll say is the entire process was a little bit uncomfortable. Like, there were times I'm like, why did you do this to yourself? Like, Nikki, why? Like, you should have just managed your skin and used your product. Like, why did you do this to yourself? I had those moments. But I'll tell myself, like, this is an investment, so you better wait, because there's some times where the products will just start stinging so bad, or you feel my skin will just feel like irritated, and I feel like everybody will have different reactions, but like I had a lot of uncomfortable moments. So in those uncomfortable moments, I'll basically use moisturizer and sunscreen, because that was all I could just put on my skin at that point, because it just felt so sensitive. Like those times were hard times, honestly, and this process really takes a long time. So the first peel I prepped for a week, then I did the peel for 2 weeks. That's 3 weeks for the first one. Then the other one took like 2 weeks, and it was just like a continuous process, and I couldn't put makeup on until like it was like 3 weeks after the peel, and I was outside. Okay, because we couldn't go anywhere, like we're just locked in because of the peel. Our skin was looking, you know, a little bit crazy, so we're locked in the entire period. At the moment I had to go ahead to put on makeup, I was outside. So this entire process I just showed you is just like it's just basically how I maintain the peel. I just want to make sure that I have like peak results before I move back to my actual skincare routine, which is pretty soon, because I feel like I already look good. I just want this to fade out a little bit more. Not bad at all. It's not like my other products can't do it, to be honest. I could stop if I want to, but I'm still using them, and yeah, it's been working for me. The entire process has worked for me, and honestly I recommend it if you really have like deep-rooted skin problems. Like my sunburn, I think it was too bad, and I don't think anything could have solved it if I didn't do this peel. So it's something I recommend if, you know, if you're willing to make that investment. Also with doing peels, it's not just like miracle. Things just don't happen overnight. Like you have to manage your expectations when it comes to doing it, because that was a shock that my friend and I had. We had like some serious expectations, and we were in for a rude awakening when we realized that, oh my god, we're not just going to become like glass skin once all our skin falls off. Like, no, it's work, it's continuous work. And yeah, I know that things would be a lot better if I change my diet, maybe stop drinking alcohol, but I'm not ready for that yet. Not yet, but we'll get there. But drink more water, obviously. Always hydrate, always make sure your skin is protected with sunscreen, things like that. Vitamin C, like whenever I'm not using any other thing, vitamin C is just always so important, because I feel like it's one of the reasons why I'm glowing so profusely. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, vitamin C is really helping my glow. I love it. I also want to look into getting supplements, so as my skin is working on the outside, it's also working on the inside, you know what I mean? And also facials, just everything to maintain this investment, because this was an investment. This, like, having bad skin really just messes with your self-esteem and how you view yourself. And it's not just vanity, it's just like that. Like, I don't feel like myself, you know. And like I said, it was kind of one of the reasons why I stayed away from YouTube, because I couldn't just be looking at myself looking crazy, you know. Trying to think of something that was okay, like how much it cost. If it's something you want to do, I feel like it's something you have to start, just save towards it, because it is not a cheap process. Like, obviously there are levels to it. Like when we initially went, there was a peel she told us to do. I think that one was a Cosmelan peel, and that one is like more, like has like a bigger result and it's more, you know, but we're like, nah, can't afford that. I know I'm trying to invest in my skin, but it's not that bad. And do a lesser one. Like, let's just relax, okay? If it's something you really need, save up towards it, and yeah, get it done. It doesn't hurt you to do it. I mean, it's for your own progress, for your own life, and everybody has different goals and different things that affect them. Basically, the peel basically costs me, I think in total I paid like 218k, because my first peel was about 55k, my second peel was 80k, and then there were products that we had to buy. The Cosmelan 2 cream actually cost like 100 and something k. Yeah, on its own. So when you're doing this process, be ready to buy products. Be ready to buy products. Like, there will always be products that are attached to it. And one thing I like about my therapist was she wasn't like forcing products down your throat, but she will give you like the real, like, these are the ones that are important. Like, I'm not going to tell you to buy this and buy this and buy that, but these ones are like the non-negotiables, like, so get them. She just made the process seem easier than, you know, what it was. So I definitely say save up. If it's something you want to do, save up, manage your expectations. Like, things don't work overnight. It's hard, continuous work. It just does like a foundation, and it's just continuous work that you have to do. So what else? I feel like there's something else I want to say, but I can't remember. Yeah, it kind of makes your skin more sensitive a little bit. Like, I know my skin is a lot, I feel like my skin is more sensitive now, but I also feel like I've passed the oversensitive point already. So I think it's been like, I think it's basically like a month post peel, and look, the results are still there. Like, I love my skin. Like, even when I put on makeup, like, it glides on. Like, my foundation just goes in like butter. Like, I'm just so obsessed every time I put on makeup. Everything just feels better. My makeup sits better. My friend and I were actually talking about it, and yeah, I won't change a thing. I won't change a thing. Yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, I was frustrated a couple of times, but I won't change a thing. Yeah, that's it for my chemical peel journey. If there's any other questions you guys have, feel free to leave them for me in the comment section and I'll reply. And if it's a process that you've gone through and you didn't have, like, you know, you just want to talk about it, I'm here for you. Let's talk about it. And yeah, this is basically my experience. I don't know what any other person has experienced or how it went for them, but this is my experience. And take everything I say with a pinch of salt, okay? I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, please, guys. Subscribe. Your girl just got to 200, and let's just get to 300, okay? Before this year ends, let's get to 300, please. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, let's get it together.